Hello everyone and welcome to my channel, Sirianatarot. This is going to be a singles new love reading for my dearest Leos. Leo, we're going to take a look at the person coming towards you in love, and if this message resonates with you, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And just a friendly reminder, I am available for private readings, so if you're after one, I have those links down below. Also, my lovely Leos, I've dropped a new grounding meditation, which will be linked to this video, or you can find that link down below if you want to check that out, or if you just want to go over there and show me some love, it would be greatly appreciated. All right, my Leos, let's see who's coming towards you. All right, we have the Star card, so possibly an Aquarius. All right, they're also showing up as Temperance energy, Sagittarius. They're viewing you as the Six of Pentacles, a perfect match. And we see the Queen of Pentacles. All right, so this looks like there's a lot of potential here, Leo, for this to be something solid, stable, and secure. And we see the Hanged Man coming through, Pisces energy. So this person could be a Pisces Aquarius cusp. This person does feel like they're very enlightened, they're very selfless, they're very creative. This is someone who definitely thinks outside the box. This is someone who, they're up for anything. They like to try new things. I just get a really strong creative energy off of this person. And this particular card does indicate, Leo, that this is something here that's written in the stars. All right, so let's go ahead and see. What else do we need to know about this person? All right, 10 of Cups. So this is a good sign, potential for something long-term, something that could lead to marriage. And we see the Justice card in reverse. This person may be somebody who has been married and divorced in the past. This is Libran energy, but you might also be meeting this person at a time when a divorce has just been finalized, or maybe they're feeling a little bit off balance. Maybe they're trying to balance the budget. Maybe you meet this person and they're not particularly focused on love and relationships here. And with the Justice card, they might be a little bit aloof when you meet them, but I don't feel like it's intentional. I feel like it's just because their focus may be elsewhere. You, Leo, you're going to be feeling very passionate and very attracted to this person from the get-go. And I'm not saying that they're not going to be feeling that way, but it might be that their focus is on, achieving balance in their life in some way, shape, or form. So we see Aquarius energy coming through really strong. We also have Libran energy. Again, we also have Pisces and Sag coming through. We see Cancerian energy coming through here. So this is someone who has a highly developed intellect. They're the pioneer of ideas. They're engaging communicators. They're ruled by water. They're sensitive. Again, very creative energy. They may want a large family, or they may come from a large family. It is also possible that this person has children. And this person might have a little bit of a jealous streak, Leo. So you just want to, check, just be aware of that. Put them in check there if necessary, or just keep an eye out for that. Now that could be that they're a little bit possessive or a little jealous, which comes from infidelity or some insecurities that they might have. This Sagittarius energy tells me this person, again, they're trying to achieve balance. Like, I feel like balance and harmony is very important to them in relationships, but also in life. They might be balancing a lot of responsibilities with family and things like that. All right. This person's a heartbreaker, so they're quite good looking. This is going to be a very pleasant surprise for you, Leo. And for some of you, they are bald or buzzed, or maybe they once were at some point in time in their life. But this is a very specific message that's going to be confirmation for some of you, but it's not going to necessarily resonate with all of you. All right, Leos, let's go ahead and see what else we need to know. All right, this person may be of average height. They're trendy, or they dress trendy. And this person is reliable, they're confident, they're respectful, God-fearing. This is someone who's definitely potentially a life partner or a marriage partner here. All right, and we see that there with the Queen of Pentacles. So I do think we get some confirmation that This really could be something that becomes solid, stable, and secure, something committed here, Leo. All right, let's see what else we need to know. All right, they may have a tendency to be forgetful or late. They may come from overseas, or maybe their parents or their grandparents do. They may have some tattoos here. And they may be wearing red when you meet them, or maybe they like to wear the color red. For some of you, they may even drive a red car. Leo, they're viewing you as the Six of Pentacles, so they see you as like a perfect match. They see you as a soulmate, that you two really, balance each other out in the most harmonious ways. Sorry, my English is getting jumbled. This person might be a little bit worried, though, that you're going to disappoint them. Not because of who you are, but maybe because they feel like you're not going to give them a chance, or maybe they feel like you're unhealed from something from the past. And with the Seven of Cups, you're going to be a little bit of an enigma to this person, Leo. This person is definitely going to be fantasizing about you, imagining a future here, imagining, what it would be like to be married or to have children with you. But they also do find you hard to, kind of hard to figure out at first, is what I'm getting. All right, let's go ahead and see. They may also see you as a bit of a heartbreaker. They might feel like you have a lot of options around you. You have a lot of people around you. All right, let's see what else we need to know. Yeah, but they see you as this avenger archetype. So you have a desire to balance the scales of justice. You're righteous on behalf of society or yourself. So you stand up for yourself. You stand up for your people, your family, your friends. Some of you could be like social justice warriors, okay? And we see father energy. So Leo, they see you as having a talent for creating and supporting life, that you're a positive guiding light within a tribal unit. So you're a real leader. You're powerful. You take care of, your own. You take care of, the people around you. You're very decisive, confident. And we see the Queen of Pentacles. This is a very good sign, Leo, that this could potentially be something that leads to a higher level of commitment here. All right, Spirit saying it's a destined partnership. Some distance will help bring clarity. So again, this could be somebody you're not speaking to at this point in time. But for a lot of you, I feel like, there might be the beginning of this connection might be a little bit confusing, all right? Or maybe there's a start and a stop within this connection. That distance brings you clarity about whether or not you're on the same page, you want the same things. And children are important to this partnership. Again, you could be a single parent, they could be a single parent. Agreeing on whether or not you want to have children or what you want to produce or grow here within this connection is going to be something that really needs to be taken into consideration. All right, let's go ahead and see what else we need to know. All right, divine timing, a serendipitous event. All right, so it's going to happen in divine timing. Some elements of this relationship are hidden. Okay, so again, this could be a secret admirer, or it's just going to be one of those connections that over time is where you get to really peel back those layers. And we see bonding. As you get to know each other, you discover many things in common. So again, I kind of feel like this connection, it's going to take some time to really peel back those layers, take time getting to know each other, see who you really are. And I feel like it really comes from both sides. Like you both might find that it's difficult to figure out whom you really are in the beginning. And not because anybody's being fake or purposely hiding anything. It could also be that, for example, your coworkers. So like, your interactions are kind of minimal or they're kind of superficial in the beginning. So like getting each other alone or, finding time, to be together, maybe due to schedules and things like that, might be a little bit difficult, right? But I feel like that's just only in the beginning, because it does feel like this connection does move forward and can move into something solid, stable, and secure here, Leo. So let's see about timing, any important dates or times. Okay, so we see rapid movement and you will hear news soon. So again, maybe things will move kind of quickly, but what I'm getting is like it might be like a quick start And maybe some of you might sleep with this person early on, or, you know, things are going to seemingly move quickly in the beginning here, Leo. But again, it does feel like then there's a pause. Or maybe you feel like things are being kept superficial in the beginning. And so like really getting deep and really getting to know each other, I do feel like is going to take some time here. All right, so let's go ahead and see what else we need to know. Anything else my Leos need to know? So we see broom coming through, new home, new attitude. Okay, so somebody here could be in the middle of a move. That could be you, that could be them, Leo. We see rooster, an arrogant, boastful person you should not cross. Be careful of this. This person could be around you, could be around them. I don't think it's them, okay? It feels like it could be either someone that you, like let's say this is like a work connection. There could be that this is your boss, you know, or a coworker here that you both have to deal with, a neighbor, a mutual friend. All right, and we also see boot. Increase your efforts if you want to achieve your goals. So again, I do feel like this is a connection that may take a little bit of effort here, okay, because of these sort of extenuating circumstances, possible, you know, other possibilities, maybe due to family commitments and things like that. But I do feel like it is one that's going to grow very strong over time. All right, my lovely Leos, I'm going to leave it here, sending you love and light. Take care.